Hello everyone, myself Ankur Patel, and today in this third session of orthographic projections, we will continue our practice with problems of orthographic projections. So let's see one another example of orthographic projection. Draw front view from x direction, top view and left hand side view for the given figure using the first angle projection method. So again we are going to use the first angle projection method. Observing this object from the x direction, that means we will take the front view from the x direction. Thereafter we have to draw the corresponding left hand side view and the top view of the object. So again, first and basic thing is we have to find out the length, width and height of the object. And for that we have to assume that the object is casted from the cuboid. So here I have shown the cuboid by the red outline. So the length of the cuboid will be the length of the object, width of the cuboid will be the width of the object, and height of the cuboid will be the height of the object. So observing from the x direction, the distance between these two edges of the cuboid will give us the length. So right now the length of the object is 60 mm, and the distance between this edge and this edge will give us the width of the object or width of the cuboid. So it is 60 mm, so the width of the cuboid is 60 mm. And the distance between this top edge and the bottom edge of the cuboid will give us the height of the cuboid or height of the object. So the height of the object is 40 mm. Now the second thing is we have to position the front view, top view and the left hand side view by following the first angle projection method. So if you are following the first angle projection method, then top view will be below the front view and left hand side view will be in the right hand side of the front view. So now we have to position these views by using the XY line and X1 Y1 line. So draw XY line and X1 Y1 line. So consider this as the XY line and this will be our X1 Y1 line. So we will get the front view in the second quadrant. So front view over here, and front view will show us the length and height of the object. Below the front view we will get the top view, and top view will gives us the length and width of the object. And in the right hand side of the front view we will draw the left hand side view, and left hand side view will show us the width and height of the object. Now we have to start drawing by drawing the front view, left hand side view and top view of the cuboid. So observing from the x direction, the front view of the cuboid will be a rectangle having length 60, height 40. So draw a rectangle having length 60, height 40. Now we have to draw the top view. So top view will be a rectangle having length 60 and width 60. So it will be a square having length 60 and width 60. So first of all project the length from the front view and measure the width vertically. It will be a square having length 60, width 60, and this square will be a top view of this cuboid. Now we have to draw the left hand side view observing from this direction. So left hand side view will be a rectangle having width 60 and height 40. So first of all project the height from the front view, which is 40 mm. Now we have to project the width from the top view. For that we have to draw a line inclined at an angle of 45 degree to the XY line, and from the intersection point of the XY and X1 Y1 line. Now we have to project this width like this in the left hand side view, will give us the width in the left hand side view. So draw this box or draw the outlines of the left hand side view by drawing a box like this. So this will be the width of the left hand side view and this will be the height of the left hand side view. So width and height. So it will be a rectangle having a width 60 mm and height 40 mm. Now after drawing the front view, top view and the left hand side view of the cuboid, we will draw the front view, top view and the left hand side view of the object. So starting with the front view, so again we will draw the face of the object which is parallel to the front face of the object in the front view. So you can see that these faces or this face will gives us the clear view in the front view. So starting from this corner, so this corner is going to be projected over here. So draw this horizontal line over here having length 60 mm. Now from this point we have to draw a vertical line having length 40 mm. So So draw a line, vertical line having length 40 mm. Now we have to draw this length or this line which have a length of 20 mm like this. Now we have to draw this slot having depth 10 mm and width 15 mm. So from here draw a vertical line having depth 10 mm. Now we have to show this line having length 15 mm like this. Now from this point we have to draw a vertical line having length 10 mm again like this. Now we have to show this edge which have a length of 10 mm again. So draw this edge like this. Now we have to show this vertical edge having length 20 mm. So draw a vertical line from this point having length 20 mm. And now connect this point to this point, will gives us the view of this inclined line in the front view. Now comes on the slot. Now to understand the projection of the slot, we will use the concept of projection of points and lines. So starting from this corner point of the slot, so this corner point is projected over here and we have to draw this line in the front view. So one point is projected over here and the second point is going to project over here in the front view. So connect these 2 points to show this line in the front view. So connect this point to this corner point, will give us the view of this edge of the slot, and this edge is going to project it over here, so it is going to be overlapped in the front view. Now we have to draw the projection of this edge. So connect this point or draw a line horizontal like this 10 mm below. It gives us the view of this edge of the slot which is not visible in the front view. Now we have to draw the projection of this part also, but it doesn't give us a clear view in the front. So to draw this part we will use the concept of projection of points and lines, because here you can see that all these slant edges are connecting at the single point over here. So if we will project this point in the front view, it is easy for us to get the projection of this part. So first of all, project this point in the front view. So this point will give us the projection over here in the front view, 20 mm below the top edge, 20 mm above the bottom edge. So it will give us the exactly projection over here at this point. So this point is going to be projected over here exactly. So we have to connect all these slant edges at this point. So starting from the first slant edge, so this point is going to be projected over here and this point is going to be projected over here. So this incline or this slant edge will give us a vertical line in the front view. Now we have to draw the projection of this slant edge. One point is projected over here, exactly over here, and the projection of second point is over here. So this slant edge is a horizontal line in the front view. Now we have to draw this slant edge. One point is over here exactly and second point is over here. So it will be a inclined line in the front view like this. Now last and final slant edge, this slant edge. So one projection of this slant edge is over here exactly, and the second projection of this line in the front view will be over here. So we will get the projection of this point of this slant edge exactly at this corner in the front view. So exactly at this corner in the front view, and this slant edge is not going to be visible in the front view. So we have to connect this point and this point. So this point to this point by the hidden outline, which will be the front view of this slant edge. So this will be our final front view. Now we have to draw the top view of this object. So again, first of all, we will try to draw the faces which are parallel to the top face of the cuboid. So we will try to draw this part, this slot and this part in the top view. So first of all, project all the edges of this part, that means this edge, this edge, this edge from the front view. So project this edge, this edge, this edge from the front view, that means this corner point, this corner point, this corner point and this corner point from the front view. Now we have to draw this part. So for that we have to connect this point to this corner point. So this point is exactly projected over here. So connect this point to this corner, will gives us the top view of this inclined line. Now this length is 10 mm that we have already projected. So measure 10 mm over here. this length is 8 mm, so measure 8 mm over here and connect this point to this point. It gives us the top view of this part. Now we have to draw the top view of this slot. For that we have to measure this 15 mm distance over here exactly. So measure this 15 mm distance over here that we have already projected from the front view. Now we have to measure this 22 mm distance. So measure 22 mm distance from over here. Connect this point to this point. It gives us the top view of this slot. Now we have to draw this triangle. We're having this length 30 and this length 20. So this length is 30 and this length is 20. That means we have to connect this point to this corner point and this point to this corner point. Will gives us the top view of this face. Now again, it is typical for us to understand this part. So again we will use the concept of projection of points and lines to draw this part in the top view. So starting with this inclined edge. So first of all we have to project this point of the inclined edge in the top view. So it will give us the projection over here exactly at this corner point, and this point of this line will give us the projection over here. So it will be a horizontal line in the top view over here. So it will gives us a projection as a horizontal line in the top view over here. Now again we have to find out the projection of this point, which is a meeting point of this inclined line, this inclined line, this inclined line, and this inclined line. So this point will gives us the projection in the top view at this corner exactly. So at this corner exactly. So starting from this edge, so one end point of this line or inclined line is projected over here. Another point will be projected over here. So it will be a vertical line in the top view at this edge. It will be a vertical line in the top view at this edge. Now we have to draw this line. One point is already projected over here at this corner point. Second point will be over here exactly at this point. So it is over here. So connect this point to this point. It will be the top view of this inclined edge. Now we have to draw the top view of this inclined edge. So one point is already projected over here. Second point will be over here. So these both edges are overlapping in the top view. So we can say that this face is a face which is perpendicular to the top face of the cuboid. Now we have to draw this inclined edge. One point is already projected over here, and second point will give us a projection in the top view at this corner, exactly at this corner. So connect this corner to this point will be a top view of this inclined edge in the top face, or it will be our final top view. Now let's try to draw the left hand side view. So again we will start with the face which is parallel to the side face of the cuboid. So right now you can see that this face is parallel to the side face of the cuboid. Now first of all we have to take the projection of this face. So this corner point is over here exactly. So project this point like this. So we will get this point exactly over here. So draw with this vertical line 20 mm like this. Now we have to draw this horizontal line having length 60 mm. Now connect this corner point to this corner point will give us the side view of this inclined line, or side view of this face will be a right angle triangle. Now try to draw this line in the left hand side view. So it will give one point is already projected over here exactly, and another point is going to be projected over here. So this inclined line will be a vertical line over here exactly in the left hand side view. Now we have to draw the projection of this inclined line. So one point is already projected over here exactly, and another point is going to be projected over here. So it will be a horizontal line like this in the left hand side view. Now this is a vertical line. It will gives us the projection in the left hand side view as a vertical line. So we have to project this like this over here exactly. So it will be a vertical line over here in the left hand side view. Now we have to draw the projection of this inclined line. So one point is already projected over here at this corner, and we have to draw another point which is projected over here. So it will be an inclined line like this in the left hand side view. Now we have to draw the projection of this inclined line. So one point is going to be projected at this corner point of the rectangle in the left hand side view, and another point is going to be projected over here at this corner point. So it will be a horizontal line like this in the left hand side view. horizontal line like this in the left hand side. Now we have to draw the left hand side view of this inclined face. For that we have to project this point in the left hand face, so it will give us the projection over here at this corner, and another point is already projected over here, so it will be a vertical line over here. Now we have to draw the slot in the left hand side. So first of all, project the depth of the slot from the front view like this. Now we have to draw the opening of the slot in the left hand side view, which is not going to be visible. The opening of the slot in this face will be a line over here exactly, so it is not going to be visible, but it will be a line over here exactly. So we have to draw this part which is going to be hidden. So project this part from the top view. So this is the opening of the slot at the back face, so project this like this. So here we will get a rectangle of the slot like this over here. It will be a hidden. The 22 mm edge is also going to be hidden over here, and then after this line is also going to be hidden up to this corner point. So we have to draw a hidden line like this. So this will be our final left hand side view, and at the end we have to give the dimensions by using the align system or unidirectional system of dimensioning. So here we are going to use the align system of dimensioning to give the dimensions starting from here. So this length is 15 mm, then after 10 mm, 15 mm, 20 mm. So this is 10, 15, 20. Now show this edge, have a length of 60 mm. Now in the front view, this length is 20 mm, this height is 20 mm, both are 20 mm. This total length is 60 mm. Now it is not necessary to give the dimension of this part, because if you follow the projections, you can observe that we have already given the dimension in the top view. So it is not necessary to give the dimension of each part in each view. Now in the left hand side view, this is 8, 22, 30, 8, 22, 30. Now we have to also show the depth of the slot, which is 10 mm, and the height is 40 mm over here. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lecture. Till then, take care.